I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta. Lushious Massacre is on the show today, and we talk about baked potatoes, Labubu, and hemorrhoids. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Oh.
Mom!
Are you a lady like me? Introspective, beautiful. Oh, are you intellectual like me? Beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you serving the community like me? Well, if you are, then you must be very Delta. I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta, a luxury public access podcast and talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very Delta. Very Delta is for the woman who knows that a bald hole is a fast hole because grass don't grow on a busy street. But first, let's get into some things that are very Delta. Why are these considered not beautiful anymore? Why are these not available in stores anymore? Why are these only available on eBay or at a thrift store? Who decided that statement necklaces from 2010 to 2012 are no longer interesting or beautiful or desirable to anyone? The fashion industry is so strange to me. I never understand why something is popular and then people buy it and then they wear it and then suddenly nobody's wearing it anymore and everyone determines like that trend isn't pretty anymore. It's like you have to just go, that was cool at that time, but it can't be cool anymore. Don't wear that anymore because people are going to think it's old. It is old. I bought these necklaces 15 years ago, maybe 13 years ago. And I thought they were the shit. I was wearing them everywhere. I thought, oh, these are the moment. They are so cool. I love them. And then I stopped wearing them. I just kind of forgot that I had them because I started buying other things. And then I was cleaning out my jewelry, finding things to donate, things to give away. And I came across these and I thought, oh my gosh, I should wear this one again. And I was talking to someone about it and they said, oh my gosh, you still have those statement necklaces? Oh God, nobody wears those anymore. Why? Why doesn't anyone wear them anymore? Why did they become not attractive anymore? Why is it in the 70s, bell bottoms were popular and flares were popular? And like the bigger your bell was, the cooler you were. And if you flared out, you were kind of sophisticated. And then it became a straight leg pant. And then the straight leg pant became the carpenter or the painter jean or the, big pocket jean, then the Jinko. And then it was like a slim fit pant. And whenever anyone brings those back out of sequence, other people think, why are you wearing that? We don't do that anymore. That's so strange that you would do that. Well, if you invested in them and they looked cool and you felt great, why wouldn't you just continue to wear them? It's so strange. Yves Saint Laurent once said, fashion fades, style is eternal. But who determines what is fashion and what is style? Everyone's supposed to wear what their personal style is. But why is everyone still trained to believe like that was fashionable then, don't do that anymore? Like, remember people would get tattoos right here of mustaches and they would hold them right here. That was the thing. Like, oh, look at my mustache. And nobody does that anymore, as if it's not, I don't know, funny or doesn't hearken to something anymore. And at the same time, everyone was wearing mustaches. Retailers were also targeting the male clientele with flamingos. Everything was flamingos, flamingo shirts and shorts and seersucker with flamingos on it. I still love the flamingos. I still have a t-shirt I think I bought 10 years ago and I still wear it. And it's navy blue and has little pink flamingos on it. And I love it. But I also love this idea of what I would wear in the spring when it's becoming warm, what I would wear in the summer. I like the shirt. I love the nod to mid-century. I love the nod to sort of the whimsy of Palm Springs and Fort Lauderdale. And I just think it's cool. So I continue to wear that. Do I see it as much now? No, not at all. But I don't consider it to be a retro shirt. I don't consider it to be of that time. I just love it. And I wear it very, very often. But you're not going to see that much print because people are like, oh, we're over that. The fashion industry determines that we're over that. And here's the thing. I get it. People love Miranda Priestley. People love the lore and the idea of cerulean blue and digging a cable knit sweater out of a five and dime or whatever. I personally have never seen The Devil Wears Prada all the way through. And what I've seen about it, why would anybody like Miranda Priestley? What's so nice? What's so great? What's so earth-shattering about some chick running around in a gray outfit and some beads? What's better about that, and what makes this worse? It's a weird story that fashion and trend and style, can't it all kind of be the same thing? Doesn't the line blur somewhere? When I look at these necklaces and I want to wear them, I now have in my mind someone's going to say, oh my gosh, I remember that. You still have that old necklace? Oh, no one's wearing that. What a weird brainwashed place to be, that there are people that believe what was beautiful at one point, what was cool at one point, what was great and desirable at one point just stopped. There's just a moment where they said, today's the last day I'm going to wear a statement necklace. And the next time someone wears it, it will be a costume. It'll be a funny reference to a time. What's so funny about them? You know what's going to be the next statement necklace is the Croc. Everyone loves wearing Crocs. They wear them in colors and they put the little gibbets inside of them. And then there's Crocs high heels. And then there's Crocs that look like sneakers. And there's Crocs that you can wear and they get wet, but then they dry immediately. Have fun with Crocs. People love Crocs. I don't personally wear Crocs, but I know people love them. And I know people have a good time with them. But what's going to happen is that the fashion industry is eventually going to decide the Croc is over. We're not doing that anymore. And they're going to pull the plug on that. And then people who still go and purchase Crocs in small quantities, because the company will still be around and the knockoffs will still be around, but the push for them will eventually become not that popular. It's just going to fade away. And then something else is going to take its place. But what about the people that loved it? When I was a kid, people used to wear these Dr. Scholl's wooden sandals with like a suede strap over the top of them with a buckle. And they were supposed to be for your posture. And they were literally like walking around on hardwood. They didn't bend and there was no sort of protection in them or comfort. But everyone wore the Dr. Scholl's wooden flat sandals everywhere. And then they just went away. The jellies, everyone wore jellies forever in the 80s. It was all about the jellies. They made your feet stink. And they were super popular, though. They were see-through and they were hot pink or clear, or they had glitter, just like this nail. It had like glitter running through them. And then they went away. And then if somebody was seen in the jellies, it was like, ew, why do you still have jellies? They're so old. And now you can't go into a store that does not have summer fashion with jellies. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, jellies, they've made a return. Can you imagine how crazy? Oh my God, are you getting a jelly? Well, why did they go away? If people liked them and people were wearing them, why would the fashion industry say like, we need to stop making them? Let's just stop. They're not cool anymore. Now we're going to tell people that they have to wear something else. There are clothes, there are things that last forever for some reason because we decided, the fashion industry or someone decided, this will be cool all the time. A black patent leather pump, you can always wear that. We're giving you permission. A nude pump, we're giving you permission. A skinny belt, who knows? I thought that was always in style. I thought that a thick belt was always in style. I thought it was always about proportion. But then people are like, no, that's so 80s to wear that. That's so weird to put shoulder pads in. This whole thing just goes in a circle and it's like, you're ugly in that. No, you look fierce in that. Oh, In 10 years, you can bring that back. But if you wear it in 8 years, you're going to be ugly. What the hell? Why can't you just wear what makes you feel good and have a good time? Why does the fashion industry hate all of us? They do. That's all. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break. Today's guest has returned. You know her for her Dragvestigations all over YouTube. It is the Emmy award-winning Lushious Massacr.
No, don't do this.
You're back.
I'm back. It's such an honor to be back on my favorite talk show.
I love having you here. I'm so
you.
grateful. And you're more glamorous than ever.
Do you think so?
Yes.
I feel like I'm going through a metamorphosis where now I'm just like a simple woman.
Okay. Well, simplicity is different for everyone.
Compared to what I was doing before, girl.
Right.
Before I was, serial killer. I look like a serial killer version of drag, I call it.
Serial killer, like flowers.
Where the queens paint like out of their mind. They look insane. Like they don't even look like a human being anymore. That's the kind of drag I used to do the last time I was here. I was, Massacre. And now I'm exploring the womanhood. I'm exploring realness. I'm exploring like softness and femininity, which for me is so scary because I'm a big bitch. I'm used to like in my mind, I need to be contoured to like extremely contoured for me to look skinny.
Well, you don't have to do that. You already know because you are so skinny now.
Well, but it's because my face was so big back in those days. I needed to go into like the transformation because my drag was very about like transforming yourself into someone else, this other creature that's not even from Earth.
And now it's about realizing who she was all along.
Now it's just like, okay, these are your features. This is what your face looks like. Embrace yourself where you're at. Meet yourself where you're at. Be kind and compassionate to yourself because, this is the face you got. Make it beautiful. And exploring the natural a little bit more, in the natural realm.
Right.
For me, this is natural.
Right.
I know that I'm still doing more drag than a lot of these other girls out in the world.
But it's natural for you.
But for me, this is very natural. I feel very like, I feel like I'm naked.
If you had to take this to a creature place, what would be like, if you only had 15 minutes to add to this, what would you add?
Well, I'm so in the realm of like, I don't want to go there anymore. Like right now I'm exploring a new chapter of my drag and it's been really fun because I was kind of starting to get to this point where I was like, oh my God, I don't like drag anymore.
Oh, really?
It was just like, it would take me 6 hours to get ready. It was not being fun for me anymore. And I had kind of like fallen out of love with drag. And it's so interesting the way the universe works because now I'm in this whole new journey where I'm like, I'm rediscovering drag. I'm having fun with it. I'm not taking it that seriously. I'm being challenged to like, what does this look like on stage? What is this woman? You know what I mean? Because my other persona, Massacre, I knew what to lean on. I knew what the makeup looked like. I knew what the hair looked like. I knew when I got on stage, this is the kind of music I do. This is the world, the character, the brand. I already knew it. And now I'm like having to rediscover everything. It's been so much fun though.
Yeah.
Because I have all this experience. I'm like, bitch, I've been doing drag since like over 15 years ago. So I'm like, okay, all these tricks and things I learned along the way, I can apply it now to this new frontier of daytime mall drag. I feel like I'm bringing back mall drag.
Does it take you longer or less time to do this?
No, now I get ready in 35, 40 minutes.
Really?
I put on a face, like an everyday woman off the street. The girls, you put a little foundation. So women don't really contour.
Right.
They just put a little blush on, they put their lipstick on, and they throw a little something on the eye and a lash, and they punch. And so, but it's been so fun, like, putting like 30-minute mug and I'm out the door and I'm on the way to Burlington.
Can you do a 30-minute mug, but then just put like a bold color in your eyes? Or does that make it too draggy?
Absolutely. No, I still pull out my little tricks. I'll do a graphic liner every once in a while. I'll do a color. I'll do something neon, something crazy, just to keep the girls entertained. Because the girls. They like to be entertained. They don't like to.
They do.
You can't give them the nude all the time because these girls get bored at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a crime. We can't let these children get bored. We have to entertain them. So I'm like, throw something on, girl, a little stone here and there. But it's very in the world of realness. And it's made it so much easier. Also, like, after a long day of shooting around, running around shopping, I get home and I'm like, well, now I can have a little piece of trade if I want to. Because I'm already a woman.
Right. It's ready
So it's
to
just,
go.
there's been so many pluses to this new experience of like exploring myself in such a tamed down and natural like realness realm. But, you know, I'm old school like Texas. So to me, it feels a little bit of like a betrayal to the Texas drag. The way the girls do drag in Texas.
But
I feel like I'm betraying the girls.
The standard, though. You set the standard. So it's never going to be gone. It's just not something you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is Texas dirt? People have mentioned
Oh my
that.
God, the Texas dirt. So the queens in Texas, they paint hard. And a lot of the girls, they mix their powders and they put a little bit of black eyeshadow into their contour powder and they mix it. And then they go in and they stamp their cheek and their forehead. So the Texas girls do extreme contour and it always has a little bit of that Texas dirt. It's like they contour with black eyeshadow.
Okay.
They like to put that black in there and they punch it, honey. And their contour.
How do they put it in like this?
They punch the.
Oh, they punch it.
Yeah, they
it's
punch.
Not like
they grab the brush and boom, 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 boom. The Texas dirt.
Do they clean their makeup brushes?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
You clean your makeup brushes all the time?
Not as much as I should.
Okay.
Not as much as I should.
I will tell you straight up. I can't remember the last time I washed my brushes. Really? Bitch, I'm old school drag, honey. At the end, listen, it helps my immune system. If the brushes are dirty,
I don't get sick very often.
To me, it helps the immune system. I actually think that the girls that are constantly washing their brushes, that's when they be getting styes.
Right.
Because their immune system's not built up. You know, and then so they keep putting things in there, and then before you know it, their eyes closed, shut.
Yeah, you do have to build up immunity. I remember when I was a little boy, when somebody would get the chicken pox, everybody had to go to their house. So you would get the chicken pox too. That way your parents would say, you don't want to have it when you're an adult. We'd rather have it because then you'll miss work.
It's like those people, like back in the day, I remember my cousins, like I don't remember me ever doing it, but I remember my cousins, they would eat dirt. They'd be running around. They'd eat grass. They'd be putting their hands in holes, pulling out tarantulas, playing with the tarantulas. Like, girl, you know, people not bothered. The parents, they didn't care. The kids ran around. And I feel like that builds a strong immune system. Because can you imagine when you're out there eating dirt and like all of these things? It's gotta be. I think it's good for you.
Well, and I think too, like if you eat a lot of ass.
Oh, absolutely.
It builds up the immunity.
It builds up the immunity, but sometimes it also comes over here and gets you together. Because I've heard some girls that they be eating ass and then they're in the hospital and they're on the verge of death, on the brink.
And that's when you have to clean your brushes because you get pink eye. Stink eye.
Because some of these asses, these girls that think they've been eating, they be pushing out some crazy things out of their ass.
Like what?
Well, infections and new diseases, things that are coming out. And if you're at the receiving end of that butthole, you're ingesting it. And then, because it happens a lot to gay men. You know what I also learned recently? A lot of gay men around, and queer people in general, hemorrhoids completely protruding outside of your anal cavity.
Right. Ribbed for his pleasure.
Yeah. And girls, the gay community, these are the kind of conversations that I want. If I was a scientist, I want to do, okay, what is the percentage of gay men in America that have anal fissures right now? And how do we treat it? How do we help them fix it? Because the girls are wrecked. The girls are destroyed. The booty hole. I'm sure if you enter these holes, because I've seen some videos, these girls they play with their buttholes.
Well, and they punch.
Oh, they punch and boom, boom, boom. And girl, that booty hole inside, it's got to have scars and wounds, crevices, openings.
You know, like that place, I don't know where, maybe it's Seattle or Portland or something, where people take their gum and they leave it on the wall. It's like that.
Honey,
yeah.
There's an oil. I saw the other day, I was talking about booty hole. You know that
oregano
on our
oil?
phones, let me tell you, our phones are listening to us. I was having a conversation with a Judy and she was telling me she was like, girl, I got an angel fissure, girl. and I haven't been able to use the restroom, she said.
Oh no.
But I have to go in the shower and I take a shit standing up.
Because she has to wash as she's going.
She destroyed her booty hole. It was wrecked. And I said, girl, how did this happen so it doesn't happen to me? Because, I like to play with my butthole too.
Okay.
And then she said, well, it happened to me through douching. And immediately I said, well, sister, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. She said, I swear to you, I was douching and I think I just went a little too rough.
No,
and I
friends.
caused a fissure. I said, sister, you can confine me. You can tell me if you were getting fisted.
Because if you said she's a Judy, so if she's a Judy, she could tell you whatever.
She can tell me if she was getting fisted. It's not a big deal. The girls have such a there's such a shame with fisting. The girls they don't want to talk about it. And shout out to the fisting girls. I see you. I respect you. I love you. I understand that you're not well.
Right.
But the girls, this is how we transmutate our trauma.
Mm-hmm.
We are queer people. We go through so much trauma in our life. We are, children of trauma. And then we give ourselves pleasure so we don't feel the pain.
Right.
And sometimes we go on these journeys. It takes us very far, very long.
Mm-hmm.
And now the girls are getting fisted down and anal fissures for everybody.
And you would want to study that as a scientist.
I want to study it because I want to know what is the cause of it. Well, I know the cause, but how do we fix it? How can we repair it? Because I'm concerned for the girls. Because imagine if you have to jump in the shower and to be able to take a shit, you have to stand there.
Right.
And but my phone, let me take it, we're going to circle back. The government is listening to us on the phone.
The oil.
Because my phone heard that conversation and I got an ad for this oil to help you repair your anal fissure. I got the ad. I took a screenshot. I sent it. I said, sister, you need to buy this oil.
Yeah.
And you need to lather in it. You need to shower with it, whatever you need to do so that your anal fissure will close up and your hemorrhoid will shrink back in and go back inside.
Right. Right.
Because this woman, the hemorrhoids are hanging out like skin tags. They're hanging out.
And how big are they? It's like a nail or like?
She didn't show me. But I'm assuming, if you can see it from the outside in, can you imagine? It's hanging out like a little ball sack. That's why I'm saying, we need to do that. We might have to be the pioneers of doing these studies because doctors are not really out there looking out for the gay community. Where is the doctor that is doing the study on the fissures and the hemorrhoids and all of these things? I also think about, there is gay people that they put a dildo in their ass and then they go to bed.
Oh, they leave it in there. Oh, yeah, and they have the light on it.
But I want to know the study. What is the long term? When you reach 70 years old, what damage did you do to yourself because you went to bed every night with a 10-inch dildo up your ass? Is that healthy for you? Is that healthy for the human body? Because the booty, you know what I mean? We need to start our own scientific research facility, but it has to be by us, for us. Because I want to know these things about the human body. I feel like gay people, we push the human body to limits that the human race doesn't even know yet. We're in the frontiers.
Right.
We're in the front lines.
Right.
Especially when it comes to booty hole. We are doing things with the booty hole that the human race has never done.
Well, I feel like you've already set the groundwork for this because as the original Dragvestigator.
I want to Dragvestigate.
Yeah. And that's the thing is you've already research so much when it comes to retail. It has to go into medical.
Eventually, I would love to be able to go and Dragvestigate like a hospital. And I want to go up to the doctor and I want to know, I want to know what will happen to my anal cavity if every night I routinely go to sleep with a 10-inch dildo in my ass. Am I okay? Through the years, am I just going to lose the hold? Am I going to get to a place? Am I going to get to a place where I'm not going to be able to hold my bowels in? What's going to happen to the body? And so these are the studies that that's what I would go Dragvestigate in the hospital.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want to know that too. Because I feel like girls out there are just doing these things and they don't know the consequences.
Have you ever used the one or known anyone that used the one? It has the light on it. And then, or it has the tail hanging out like a unicorn tail or something. And then somebody has a remote for it and they turn it on and off.
Oh my God.
They have that.
I've never done it before. I need to try that.
Yeah. So somebody else, you trust somebody else to have it and they'll turn it on wherever you are. So you don't know. And all of a sudden it's vibrating or something.
Right. I sometimes I feel like I have trade sometimes and they come over and they play with me
Mm-hmm.
and they use toys. And when they start using toys, I start to feel like I'm in the couch, like a therapy couch.
Mm.
And then the therapist is giving me sex therapy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, he's taking me on this journey. He's making me feel things that are making me feel good. And it's almost like it's exercising something and it's making me release.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, it feels like, oh my God, this is like a sex therapist. This man is a sex therapist right now.
Right.
And so, I've always wondered, maybe maybe in another life, I think I was a sex therapist. I always look at it through this clinical lens of like, I want to understand.
Do you think maybe you're a sex therapist now?
Oh, I've definitely been.
Yeah.
I've definitely had a man in my chair and I can tell he's not well. I can tell he's sad. I can tell he's depressed. I can tell he's struggling. And I'm like, you know what, baby? I'm about to give you sex therapy. I'm about to let you have it. You're going to feel so good after this. You're going to go home. You're going to take a nap because mama took care of you. Mama made you release. Mama made you feel pleasure.
Right.
And to me, it's like a service. I feel like I just did something so beautiful for the human man, for humankind.
Right. You delivered.
I provided us. This man needed this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We do that a lot of the times as the dolls do that. They provide a service to men.
Well, I think this is also just an extension of your exploration into the womanhood.
The
womanhood that you're talking about. That you started talking about. That is part of it. It's the healing. It's the power.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We are back with Emmy Award-winning makeup artist, the one and only Lushious Massacr. Everybody always says that when they watch the show, there's so many people that will say, there's bigger problems in the world. Why are you complaining about all these simple things? And I tell people, it's a small fish fry. I can't fix anything. I don't know enough politically or socially about all the things that are happening in the world.
Right.
So just come here and we'll talk about the little shit. Are there any small fish that need to be fried? Any place that's done you wrong recently, a behavior from a creature, and it could be specific. It could just be a tiny thing.
Oh my God. I hate when I go to a drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm a complicated woman.
Okay.
But you want your things. You want your sauces, you want your ketchup, you order all the things. And then you leave and they didn't give you anything.
Mm-hmm.
When they forgot to give you the onion rings. They forgot to give you the poppers. The poppers, honey. The girls never forget the poppers.
You bring your own.
Baby, the jalapeno poppers. They forgot to give you the fry. When they forget to give you something, when I tell you, when I get home, I literally will scream.
Yeah.
I will scream and then I'm like, okay, you threw it out. You got over it. You're not a child. Keep it moving. You can eat your food. But my biggest pet peeve is I'm a sauce girl. Mm-hmm. And if they don't give me my buttermilk ranch or my spicy ketchup or something, and it's just dry, I feel like I don't even want to eat this anymore.
Right. What is
McDonald's does that all the time.
They don't care either.
They don't care.
And I thought they were all sort of trained, especially during the pandemic. Remember they seal the bag and they were like, this has been double checked. Who is double checking? Nobody.
But you know what? I also put myself in their shoes when I'm there and I'm like, this bitch doesn't care. And then I sit there and I look at her and I'm like, you know what? She's bitter.
Uh-huh.
She's bitter. She hates this job. This woman she's just doing it for the check. She's not going to give us customer service. Yeah. This woman isn't going to give us 110%. And I don't blame her. If I was her, I'd be bitter too, bitch. If I was working at the McDonald's, I'd be pulling stunts on everybody.
Like, what would you do?
I would make sure. I'm like, you know what, bitch? You ordered fries. I'm going to give you nuggets. Mm-hmm. You ordered nuggets, bitch. I'm going to give you a weird taco. something that fell on the floor and I'll pick it back up and I'll rework it and I'll put it in there because I'm a fuck with you because I'm bitter about it. The world is trying to play me games. And so now I'm going to play games with the world. Girl, do not put me in a drive-through situation because I will be fighting with the people. I'll be being shady. When I open the window and I'm going to be like, ooh, baby, what's going on with them lashes? Because you know these girls, sometimes these lashes are very strange. When they have those tarantulas like that, I don't understand it.
It's a lot.
A lot of women, they love, I don't know, to them, they feel like if I got a lash on, I'm turning it. But they ain't got no makeup, no blood, nothing, just a big old scary tarantula lash. I'm like, and then the lash is going this way.
And like really curly, like
but
puby.
they think they're giving glamour, fully looking like a Halloween monster. Halloween Town. Halloween Town, bitch. Calabar's Revenge, bitch.
What would the Lushious Massacre horror story look like?
Oh my God. Well, you know, when I first started doing drag, in my mind, I was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's how upset I was at the world and at drag and all these queens. So that's where my name came from. I was like, Lushious Massacre. I'm the Texas Lushious Massacre. I'm walking up in here. Baby, I'm coming in here with my chainsaw on all these girls. I'm not here to play games with these girls. So I feel like my Halloween fantasy, I would love to be like, you know, the Texas Luscious Massacre Funhouse.
Okay.
And just running around with a chainsaw.
Okay.
Just letting these girls have it. Playing with these girls. These bricks.
I feel like a lot of entertainers and personalities have taglines, right? Like, so you'll hear the eyes of Amarillo.
Oh my God,
or
yes.
I'm making
the
that
hips
up.
of Texas.
Yeah, there's something like that. I don't have one. What would I have? I need something.
Where are you? What's your section? Where are you from exactly?
Like, I would say specifically like Long Beach.
Okay.
People would say Long Beach or people would say LA.
I think you could, I see this for you. You could be the ovaries of Long Beach.
I love it.
Bitch, that's sickening.
The ovaries of Long
Welcome
Beach.
to the stage, the ovaries of Long Beach. Delta work. Bitch, they would turn up. The girls would be shook.
You think?
Yeah, and then the ovaries would be hanging out. You know, low key, they're hemorrhoids, but
Right.
you could play them off as if they're ovaries.
Right, they wouldn't know the
You
difference.
just give them a little wink, a little ovary on the side. They
like
would
as long as they're
gag.
shaved, it's fine.
You know, it's all wrinkly skin at the end of the day. You know,
Right.
the tag, it's wrinkly skin. It'll be fine. The girls will
It will
live.
be fine.
The ovaries of Long Beach, honey.
I like it. Let me ask you this. This is a very real question.
Okay.
What are the makeup tricks for me as I get older?
Okay.
Baby, I don't have a very steady hand when it comes to certain things. And I
Okay.
will draw eyebrows on that are distant cousins in 5 different zip codes
Right.
for 2 eyebrows.
Right.
And I know it. And then sometimes I'm like, no, I like this eyebrow. What is the trick? What's the ideal eyebrow you think for me? What should I do if I block it out? Like, it's blocked out right now.
Okay, so you still have your
have my
natural
own.
daytime brows still
Yeah.
underneath. Wow. Well, let me tell you, first of all, I have to tell you, congratulations, because it looks beautiful.
Well,
A lot
thank
of
you.
these girls out there, it looks like oatmeal. When they cover their eyebrow, bitch, it looks scary. They look crazy.
Sometimes, yeah, the
Oh
lighting.
my God. So I always have to give props to a queen. When she covers her brow and you can't even tell it's there, that's a talent. That's a
Thanks.
gift.
Now
because-
drawing it back on.
Well, have you ever played with these stickers? The girls are the sticker girls now.
Oh,
they
should I
love to
try
put on
it?
those little stickers, and I've become the sticker girl.
Okay.
And it's seriously like, it makes me feel like a disgusting slob because you're cutting all these corners. You're just putting a sticker on.
But you know how to draw on a brow
Oh my
like
God,
nobody
absolutely.
else, even without it.
I can do any kind of brow, any kind of shape. Girl, I've done eyebrows to the top of my forehead connected into my hairline. Like, I can
Right.
do a brow.
Right.
But now I'm at this space where I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun with my makeup.
Mhm.
I want to do it, I want to, obviously don't sacrifice the glamour, but still be able to get out of the makeup chair in a certain amount of time because I want to live my life. I don't want
Right.
to spend my life in the makeup chair.
Right.
And so I've been really working on that the last like year or 2 years of my life because I used to be the girl that I would sit in the makeup chair for 8 hours
Mhm.
and I would turn on the candle, put the music on, and go on a journey for 8 hours doing my makeup. And then I was like, girl, I can't do this anymore, girl.
Yeah.
It's too much, girl.
Yeah.
And then I would go out, dust. People would walk by me. I was in rhinestones and spikes, giving everything. You think these people care?
Right.
Dust, bitch. They could not be bothered. And I said, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm giving them a 45-minute mug, a little lash, a little blush.
And then they're dying for it.
And then they're going to die. And they're going to, and then at the end of the night, I'm going to pick up some trade. And he's going to die too.
Well, we know because they'll be suffocated.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? At any weight. Little weight or a lot of weight. They're going to be suffocated.
I still very much love to give the gift of life.
And everyone knows that.
Oh my God, that was so fun, the gift of life.
Well, you've empowered people.
Here.
You've empowered people. You really have empowered other people to realize that you hold the disease. We each hold that power.
It's a story about control for me.
Mm-hmm.
I see drag as, just knowing how to grab power and how to utilize that power. Because it's interesting. I'm going to talk about this. I'm very the in-betweener girl. By day, I swear I'm a man. I swear I'm presenting as male. My daughter always reads me. She's like, you think that's a man? I'm like, for me, this is male presentation during the day. Mm-hmm. And then, at night or whatever, when I go out, I present as a woman. And so I have this, I do this duality of I explore the masculinity and I explore the femininity. When I'm a man, I feel like I have no power. Mm-hmm. I feel like I walk around through the world and I'm invisible. People don't pay attention to me. Especially the people that when I go out to a gay club, the gays pay me dust.
Of course.
I might as well just be, irrelevant. They don't care. I have nothing that gives them interest as a man. But then when I transform myself into a woman and I step out the door, bitch, all of a sudden, ovaries. It's a woman. I'm going to tell you what to do. Come over here, sit over here. Get on your knees over here and kiss my shoe. And the man will get on his knees and will kiss my shoe. And he'll do anything that I tell him. I have the power to seduce and I have his attention. It's like I hypnotize them. And then I tell him, wake up and get out. I had Trey the other night. He said, can I finish? He had just made me finish because the doll will always finish. Mm-hmm. And I finished. And then he started to unbuckle his pants. And I said, what are you doing, sweetheart? He said, well, can I finish? I said, absolutely not. You got to go.
Yeah.
And he said, are you serious? I said, absolutely. Your time is up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Who is it? Is it Trade?
The Trade. My Jessica Simpson purse. Baby, the Jessica Simpson, she didn't want to be left out.
Tell us who it is. Answer it if you need to.
No, you know what? It was my blood pressure medication.
Oh,
it was my alarm. The nurse.
We were just talking about our medication.
Shout out to the blood pressure girls. Shout out to the girls with the high cholesterol, baby. And shout out to the diabetic dolls.
Girl, everyone's doing their best.
Out there.
We're all doing our best.
Listen, we're all going to die of something, honey.
Right.
We might as well identify what it is that's going to kill us. And we'll have this tango. Yeah. And have fun with it.
And we'll have our reminders on our phones.
Listen, honey, to the diabetic girls out there, the diabetes will get you.
Yeah.
It's going to get you eventually.
Yeah.
You might as well, have a happy marriage.
Right.
Have fun with it, honey. Live
happy
your life.
Marriage. Here's what I'm thinking. Happy marriage, happy meal. You mentioned McDonald's. It's always going to go back there.
Right.
What would be if there was a collab for the Lushious Massacre meal?
Okay. So because this is the reality, if I was in a prison and they were about to electric chair me, mm-hmm. and they're like, you're gonna have your last meal, I would order everything fast food. Mm-hmm. I eat fast food every single day. Mm-hmm. It's a problem, and I know it's gonna kill me.
But you've changed the way that you eat the fast food.
I do. I don't eat as much mm-hmm. as I used to, but I am a fast food girl. So I love the cheap combo from McDonald's. They have that $5 meal deal. Have you heard of that one?
I haven't heard of it, but I'm curious.
So you can either get like a McDouble or a hot and spicy and 4 nuggets and a small fries with a Coke. So you get a little bit of everything. And I get the McDouble, mm-hmm. no pickles, no onions. Okay. I don't like the pickles or the onions from McDonald's. They're disgusting.
Really?
Oh my God. It's completely fake food. It's not real.
Really?
You live for them.
Well, I don't live for them, but I don't really think about them.
Okay, she goes in full throttle.
Yeah.
And then
I raw dog.
She raw dog. She's not bothered about these things. Okay, so then I add an extra double cheeseburger.
Okay.
I like to eat 2.
Okay.
with the side of nuggets and the fries and the drink. For me, that's my McDonald's combo.
What about, is there a place in Texas that you like to go to for any special item, like a barbecue item, a burrito?
I like to go. There's this place in Brownsville called Taquito Express.
Uh-huh.
And it's open till 3 a.m. So we always go like at 1, 2 a.m. after the gigs. You know, the girls, they're hungry. We go to the Taquito Express and they have a baked potato. Humongous. Oh, it's my favorite.
That
the
sounds
papa
so
asada,
good.
the baked potato, the Mexican baked potato special.
That sounds so good.
And then right after that, you go home and then the trade pounds you down.
Right.
And leaves you like a baked potato too.
Well, and the thing is, like, if you do it fast enough, it doesn't have time to digest.
Oh
So
my
you don't have
God.
to worry about anything.
Listen, there's so many people that are like, oh, you're going to eat? You're not going to be able to get trade. I'm like, oh, sweetie, I can eat and go home and douche and I'm ready to go.
Because it hasn't made its way yet.
It takes a time it takes a couple hours before all of that moves down. If anything, it actually clears you out because if you have a meal, the previous meal you had goes down. So then now you can go douche and you're going to everything's going to come out.
Right.
And so then now you can go in and get wrecked. Let me tell you,
This is the science. This is the science that they're not listening to.
We need to have a dedicated drag, trans, queer team to do explore the human body, but when it comes specifically to the functions of the anus.
Right.
Because nobody knows anus like the LGBT community.
Well, like we do.
Yeah.
Specifically.
We are professionals and experts. Our entire life revolves around anus.
Anus, rectum. And it even says here that rectum. The rectum gets wrecked. They don't, the science is explaining itself right there.
It's right there. It's always, since the beginning of time, we've always known the rectum was going to get wrecked.
Right. Let me ask you a question. In Dragvestigations, you visit a lot of places, and I'm sure you have takeaways from each place, like something you go, oh, every time I go to this location, this happens, or they only have this. What is a what's something we can take away from Home Goods? If you go to Home Goods, what's always going to be at Home Goods or happen?
Okay, if you're going to go to the Home Goods, they're going to, obviously, like, they have a lot of beautiful, like, vases, like the vases, sculptures, little statues, little things to actually decorate your living room or, you know, the mantelpiece, or if you're going to put it on a shelf, things like that. When I go to Burlington, you know the panties are going to be good. You know they're going to have good moo-moos at the Burlington, girls. Go to the moo-moo. If you need a moo-moo at the Burlington, they also have some really nice dresses. The difference, a lot of girls don't know unless they're frequent travelers, the difference between a Ross and a DD's Discounts is the DD's dresses are always going to be a little bit more promiscuous. They always have a little slit.
Okay.
They always have something that's a little bit more like fresh and younger and like a woman who likes to pull trade. And then if you go to Ross, it's almost the same dress, but it's a little bit more conservative. It's a woman who she might do anal, but she doesn't want everybody to know.
Okay.
And the girl from Didi, she's like, oh, honey, everybody knows I be getting ran through. Everybody knows, honey. I love a big old penis in my booty hole. Like, that's the Didi's Discount girl. And then, yeah, the Burlington is it's a little nicer. The dresses are like $5 extra, but the fabric is a little nicer at the Burlington. The Burlington's for the nice girls.
Now, do you think that, because I always feel like Ross and DD's are kind of similar. I sometimes I feel like some of the cast-offs from Ross show up at DD's, like in the men's clothing, stuff like that. But I feel like Marshalls and TJ Maxx are in competition with each other to be like, one of us is better than the other.
Yeah, TJ Maxx is better. You know when I go to TJ Maxx, I love these necklaces because I go to TJ Maxx for all of my jewelry. They have the best jewelry, especially for a man who wants to look like a woman. Because they got the big chunky necklaces. They got that big extra. Did you know when you wear a big necklace, you're trying to hide something? You're trying to like give an illusion, delusion, confusion. You're trying to hide your stub, or you're trying to hide, like, you know, the skin of a man. Because let's be honest, a woman and a man, they don't got the same skin. So the girls, they put the big necklaces. You can find those at the TJ Maxx, girls, for the CD girls, for the cross dressers. TJ Maxx for the jewelry, and it's affordable.
What about Nordstrom Rack? What do you think they have that others
Okay,
don't have?
Nordstrom is a little bit more bougie. It's going to be more expensive. The shoes are going to be $60, $70 more than what you would get at like a Ross or a
For
Burlington.
sure.
It's more expensive. So the majority of people, I feel like they can't relate to the Nordstrom Rack experience. I had never, ever shopped at Nordstrom Rack. It was too expensive until recently, you know, because Dragvestigations has been doing so well. I was like, let me go to the Nordstrom Rack. Now that I've been, you know, running around, shopping around, and this show has been becoming like this thing that I don't even understand. And all of a sudden people are watching and paying attention. And it's been translating to, you know, I've been able to invest a little bit more into it because now people are seeing it, people are believing in it. And so now it gives me that, it affords me that support. I feel like I have that support now. So now when I go to the Nordstrom Rack, I'm like, oh my God, they have really nice shoes. The best shoes are at Nordstrom Rack, but they're more expensive.
They are. And
They're
they offer an extensive size selection for the girls with the bigger feet.
Yes, they
as
do.
well.
And they have the nice designer shoes in big sizes because they go up to a 13.
Yeah.
And you will find like a Chanel in
Mhm.
size 13
Yeah.
at the Nordstrom Rack. Heavily reduced, but it's still very expensive. But you do find bigger sizes like this one. This is Kurt Geiger. Shout out to Kurt Geiger. I got these 50% off at Nordstrom Rack.
Really?
And if I had gone to Dillard's, I would have never found a size 11 because I'm a size 11. They
Same.
had big sizes at Nordstrom Rack. They got the big sizes.
Right. Well,
Mhm.
I like to think that because I wear a size 11 and a lot of models wear an 11, so we're not really wearing large size, we're wearing model size.
Right. The
You know what I
model
mean?
dolls.
And we need it for the length of our foot, not the width.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, we are models.
Don't you understand?
We understand.
We
And we are
understand.
models, but we just different kind of models.
Right. A different kind. What about IKEA? What is IKEA, the experience there? Have you ever eaten in an IKEA?
I ate at the IKEA. I think it was disgusting.
Was it for
The
you?
meatballs were disgusting. The macaroni and cheese was disgusting. Everything was disgusting. I don't like when people overhype things.
Mhm.
Like what's the craze going on right now with the Labubus. Everybody wants a Labubu. Everybody needs a Labubu. I'm like, I don't even want to start. Because now it's like a herd. These people are like, it's a herds of people that, because somebody somewhere was wearing a Labubu. Now everybody's obsessed with the Labubu, but the Labubu's just trash. It's for the landfill. Do you have any idea the Labubus are going to kill the planet? When
Right.
when the people start getting over the Labubu and the next fad comes in and they throw away the Labubu's going to destroy planet Earth.
It is.
Planet Earth is not going to recover from the Labubu. And it's like herds of animals running for they want the Labubu. Bitch, I'm not bothered by the Labubu, honey.
It's just a little doll.
The
isn't
Labubu
it?
can stay at the house, girl. I don't need the Labubu to live my life and feel my fantasy. Who is Miss Labubu?
I thought I'm so confused because I didn't know if it was a cartoon character or the
Girl,
animation.
essentially, it's a keychain.
Yeah, but I thought
These
maybe it
girls are
came from somewhere.
They're just hanging it on to, you know what the gag is? The girls pull so much stunts. They will spend money on their Labubu and then they'll wear it on their new knockoff Louis Vuitton. And in their mind, they're
Oh.
turning it. They're burning it with their Labubu hanging on their purse. Girl, just go and get yourself a little $20 purse
Right,
from the Burlington
right. Jessica Simpson.
and pay your house. A lot of these girls are running around $2,000-$3,000 bags and they don't even own their home.
Well, and they're not even paying the rent.
They can't even pay the rent.
Right, let alone
But they got
anything
the
else.
$3,000 Louis Vuitton, honey, and the Labubu, the latest big ass, scary looking, busted Labubu on the purse.
What if we just started hanging teddy bears off of our purses?
We should come out with a line of little bears that have the little prolapsed hemorrhoids coming out.
I believe so.
It would be a sensation.
It would.
And then the little hemorrhoids, we can make them like little keychains too.
Well, and I was just thinking, what if we got 2 acrylic nails and put them back to back,
coming out of the asshole.
glued it together so it looked like one little stalactite coming out of
Yeah.
an anus?
No, and then we would make so much money because then the hemorrhoid, we can make them like keychains. They can change it out.
Right.
So this week we have a new collection of neon hemorrhoids.
Uh-huh.
And then you can go and clip it to the bottom of the Labubu with the booty hole
Right.
destroyed with the little hemorrhoids. And now this week they're neon green. And then next week they're silver. So then they go and they buy the keychain, and then we mark it up at a price where the little keychain is like $100 for the newest hemorrhoid.
Yes.
And then the girls are gonna want to clip the hemorrhoid on the Labubu.
Well, you know who else will get into that eventually too is the straight men, because they like to hang those testicles off the back of the trucks. They'll they'll go, oh, I want a hemorrhoid because I'm metrosexual.
Because you know, a lot of straight men, they have hemorrhoids.
And they get run through.
They have these disgusting hemorrhoids. I've heard it. It's a struggle for straight men.
Because they don't clean.
But what do you think? Do you think they secretly, I think secretly straight men play with their asshole.
I think that could be.
But they don't want anybody to know.
Yeah, because it's emasculating.
It's too emasculating for them. So but they're constantly putting toys up their ass. Their asses ran through.
Uh-huh.
And their hemorrhoids are coming out. And then when they go to the doctor's like, she's got hemorrhoids.
Yeah, pebbles and stalactites hanging from their asshole.
But they won't talk about it. They'll never acknowledge that, bitch, you know, damn well this man does extreme toy play.
Extreme toy
Shout out
play.
to the extreme toy play dolls.
Let's take a break. We are back with Emmy Award-winning Lushious Massacre, and everyone knows you for using the word creature. And they don't quite understand. And you identify in many ways as a creature in a persona,
yes,
in a way, in an identity.
In real life.
What is a creature?
Well, I mean, for me, I am someone who is so different from like, you know, and I think as drag queens, a lot of us can relate to this. During the day, when I take everything off, I feel like I've sacrificed so much of my physical self for drag that when I'm not in drag, I look crazy. I don't have eyebrows. My hair looks crazy. Like, you know, we sacrifice so much for the glamour. And during the day, sometimes it's almost like I have to acknowledge that I look like a creature, bitch. Like I look, you know. And so to me, it's almost become this armor where I'm like, well, I acknowledge that I look like a creature and I welcome it. I embrace it. I'm not ashamed of it because, you know, the majority of society, they can make you feel ashamed just for the way you look.
Right.
And for who you are just by being. You know, society puts so much pressure on us too that, oh my God, you have to change your nose. You have to change your ass. You have to change your hairline. You have to change everything about yourself so that other people will love you. And I'm just like, oh no, I don't like that. I don't want to change anything about me. I just want to be and exist, and I don't take it that serious, and I'm going to make fun of it. And if I'm a creature, baby. It's not that big of a deal.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, there's so many creatures out in the world. I just want to make the creatures feel seen and feel loved.
You are seen. You creature.
Because you know, honey, society paid so much shade and dust to that creature.
Right.
To the little creature out there watching. We see you. We're scared of you, but we see you and we love you.
This is the part, you totally know this part. Read Me Delta. People send in letters. They have
I'm ready to read.
They need
Let's
advice.
read these little girls.
And if they send the letter in, you're waiting for any kind of response and you never know who's going to be here. And if Luscious is here, she does not hold punches whatsoever.
At all.
And if you want to send a letter in, you can send it to readmedelta@gmail.com.
Read Me Delta!
Oh, I'm hungry right now. I told Doug, producer Doug, oh, I'm so hungry. And he was like, no, you don't need to be eating.
You don't need to.
You don't need to be eating.
Don't even think about it.
I know.
Just, you know, when you're feeling hungry, just tell your assistant, what's next on the list?
What's next?
So that you just stay busy. Because if you stay busy, you can distract yourself.
You don't need to eat.
Just tell your assistant, find me something to do, sweetie, because if I'm not doing something, I want to eat.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
Is it really?
Oh my God. If I'm not distracted and I'm not busy, I'm not doing something, I'm on the couch and I'm eating.
What's like a snack? Like something you could just like corn nuts? Do you like chips.
Oh, I love corn nuts, and I love the spicy and the ranch. And I will translate. Like, I'll do one mouthful of the spicy, crunch that down, swallow it, and then I'll get the ranch ones. And then I'll do the ranch, swallow that, and then I'll go back to the spicy, back and forth.
I love that. I love corn
I'm
nuts.
very strange with like my little routines of like, I have to eat the food in a certain way. Like with fast food, I open the bag, get my sauces, open the sauce, set everything up, make sure the drink is here. There's a straw. Everything needs to be like a fantasy, and then I can eat.
Yeah.
But there's big girls who they already made it home and the food is gone. They ate it in the car.
Right.
Just opened their mouth and boom, they dropped it down the hatch.
No, I don't want to do that.
I like a little bit more, fantastical.
The ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Delta and natural woman sitting on the green couch.
Oh.
First of all, I'd like to say you are icons. I won my first pageant doing a very Delta mix this year. Anyway, my small fish I'd like to fry is supermarket etiquette. Why do people go to the supermarket and smell bad? Why can I smell people before I see them? Gag me with a spoon. Love you, bitch. Poison.
Miss Poison.
People who go to the grocery store and they just stink.
Girl, the last time I went to the supermarket, I was walking in and there's this man. He walked up and he just stopped. And I didn't think anything of it. And he just leaned over and just started throwing up. And I was so unfazed. Like at this point, I've seen so many strange things, so many strange people. I stood there and I stared at him. And I just saw him as he just continued to throw everything up because I wanted to know, where is this going?
Right.
What is going to happen? He threw up and he just kept retching everything out. And then he just skipped over the puddle and walked in.
No.
And that man was a panty sniffer. He was a chaser. He was, because I remember I walked around and I could see him behind me.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this man, he thinks he's over here. He's going to get these cakes today.
Well, that's what I always wonder. When you do Dragvestigations and you show up places and you talk to people or they watch you, do you ever have trade show up and they try it?
It's happened, but I have yet to actually pull trade while I've been out shooting Dragvestigations.
Well, you're working.
I'm a sensible woman in the daytime. I also don't want anybody to see me and be like, look at that cross-dresser. She's just over there picking up men at the Ross. I do it for the optics. Because, the girls, they got their phones out. And they're shooting and they're recording. And so, I'm like, no, I have to be a sensible, nice, discreet woman.
Right.
Now, if I really want to pull some trade, I know which alleyway to go walk into.
Okay.
And I know where the trade is at.
Oh, I think you do know.
I think so. That's why I'm like, when I'm walking around, I'm like, girl, I'm not bothered. The majority of these men also, I've gotten so good at just seeing a man and knowing if he can handle it or not.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm like, girl, this man ain't gonna do nothing to me. He's just gonna get on my nerves.
So you're like the panty sniffer whisperer.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I already know it's like, this is not even worth my time. I'm not even gonna entertain it because this man is just a fool and he can't handle the doll.
That's experience.
It's experience after years and years of dealing with men.
Dear Delta and highly relatable guest, I'm a 20-something-year-old Italian. My boyfriend is Spanish and I don't speak a single word of Spanish. I'm going to meet my boyfriend's family, padre, madre, brother, sister, everyone, very soon. Please teach me some phrases to impress them and win their hearts. Love and kisses. Very not Spanish-speaking writer. What are some phrases that you would suggest?
I think you have to pander to the mom. Because let me tell you, my mom, she's bitter.
Okay.
Like the other day, I had to tell my mom, I said, dial it down. You've been throwing so much shade. And it was like my sister-in-laws were there. My brothers had their wives there. And we're all having a good time. And my mom kept throwing daggers. But it just comes natural to her. And I literally had to step off and I said, Mother, stop it. You're going in on this woman. These girls are scared.
Right.
And she's like, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing anything. I said, Mother, you've been reading these women down the entire time. She doesn't even know she's reading. So just know the Mexican lady, she's going to read you down. She's going to read you down. But she doesn't even mean it. It's just in her nature. Right. Mexican women just love to read as like a pastime. They do it for fun. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
And so you're going to be read down. So just gracias. por favor, te quiero mucho. Just do nice things. Mi amor, call her mi amor. She would love that.
She's going to love that. And, you know, you can do some niche phrases as well. Things that maybe, oh gosh, when somebody does something really nice for you, holds the door or brings you something to eat, you say to them a beautiful phrase. You say, sin vergüenza.
Sin vergüenza.
Say that to them and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then also...
or a la verga.
Yes.
Oh, they love a la verga. Mexicanos love that.
And you know what dads like? Come guacha. Say it.
Or come culo.
And they'll love it. They'll love you for. They'll feel connected to you when you say that.
They love.
I would suggest that highly.
Yeah.
Highly. They're going to love that.
But definitely be nice to her because she's coming at you full force and she will read you down.
Right.
So you have to try to like soften the blow.
Right.
Because she's going to come for you, honey.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
This is so fun. Wait, so what do you think would be next for a Dragvestigation? What's something that no one maybe has seen that people need to see? Have you done a Dragvestigation in Buc-ee's?
I haven't done the Buc-ee's. But
That's
you know what?
That's a scary place though.
Another thing where people hype it up. They make such a big deal about the Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's. Take me to the Buc-ee's. Bitch, the Buc-ee's is busted.
But they have very clean bathrooms.
Well, girl, if you want to go take a shit, go to Buc-ee's. Get your life at the Buc-ee's, girl. Taking a shit. I would go Dragvestigate the Buc-ee's restroom. Because I really want to know who's coming up in these Buc-ee's. What's the trade giving?
Right.
What are these disgusting men doing? What does their piss smell like? Because you know that the men who go, these trailer men, they're going to go piss.
Right.
And they're not going to take a normal piss.
Right.
They're going to go in and they're going to empty everything out. And so, you know, for the Golden Queens, go to the Buc-ee's. You might get your life. They need to go do research at the Buc-ee's.
Right.
The urinals.
Right.
Dragvestigate the urinals at the Buc-ee's. I think that'd be fun.
It would be.
I'd get my life.
Today on Very Delta, we learned that the anal cavity is also a final frontier that has yet to be discovered. We'll see you next week. And until then, keep things very Delta. Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Danielle Mitchell. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cole. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Mom!
Watch Very Delta uncensored, ad-free, and a day early by subscribing to Mom Plus Gold. Sign up today at mompodcast.plus for premium content, including weekly episodes of more Very Delta.